I had another sailor. I was in E4, he was in E5, stalking me. Followed me home. I'd have to have people meet me and not go home. Um, Emailing me, horribly graphic emails, um, saying he wanted to lick my toes. Yeah, he would come into work on days that he had off to stand to watch me walk up to the command, up to the barge that I worked in, and just stand there and watch me and then come back at the end of the day to do the same. Um it took me a long time to report it and make an official report because it always blows back on the complainant. Everything was substantiated because, like I said, I had witnesses. Because there were several people that tried to step in and stop it, and he just didn't listen. And it was nonstop. I was petrified to go to work, and I was petrified to go back home from work because he was trying to get my address. He was trying to get my phone number, but thank goodness the people who had access to that were like, you have no reason to have this information. So they didn't give it to him. So then he would just follow me when I would leave work, trying to figure out where I live. Um, when the report was done, everything was validated, but I was not allowed to talk about it. He was sent over to at the time, the OIC did not have the authority to put somebody out of the military, and that's exactly what my chain of command, because of the severity of his behavior, wanted him to be discharged. That no place in the Navy for somebody that would go this far. And then when it went over to the other side, the captain was a good old boy captain, and said, well, he didn't mean this. He said he was sorry, that he didn't mean this, that he wasn't harassing you, he never followed you. So all these witnesses, and it was a closed mass, so I didn't get to hear what he said. I didn't get to how he got himself out of this whole mess, but nothing happened. Nothing. He goes, well, I don't want to punish his family, because they're the ones that would actually be hurting if I took away any pay. And if I restrict him, then he can't help with his kids. So nothing happened to him. I had to live with the fallout at my command because I was not allowed to say what had happened, and the report was not put out for everybody to read to say this has been substantiated. So I had to deal with it. Don't talk to her because she'll report you for sexual harassment. It was a hellacious 2 years at that command. Not due to my chain of command, but it was so bad that between what the chiefs and the officers were saying, that my OIC had to pull all of the khaki into a meeting, and he was yelling, and this was the most calm person ever, yelling at them, this is substantiated. She did not report anything that was untrue. You need to treat her with respect, and you need to have it go down to your sailors. Of course, it didn't fix that. It didn't fix most of it. And then when he was kept over on the other side of the water at the parent command for 6 months. His wife got pregnant. They sent him back to work, not with me at my command, but on the base. So we would do PRT, and he would stand there and try to trip me as I was running, for our physical fitness, command physical fitness. And even when I ran my PRT, he stuck his foot out hoping to trip me. And all of his friends and coworkers were there laughing. People I worked with were laughing because he was a popular guy. And they were laughing and giving me a hard time. And so the harassment just picked right back up. And even though it wasn't sexual anymore, it was, I ruined his life. I ruined his career is what. So even when I had to go to PSD, they did not want to work with me. They were very rude when I was transferring, very rude to me. Not everybody, of course, but there was a complete difference in the way I was treated from before he got there to when he was there. There was a steep retaliation.
And there were no repercussions for him.
No.